What do we know about Sri Lanka's ancient capital Anuradhapura, visited by PM Modi? Anuradhapura was established in 4th century BCE by King Pandukabhaya, the first king of Sri Lanka. In the 3rd century BCE, King Ashoka sent his son Mahinda and daughter Sangamita to spread Buddhism in Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Sri Lankan President Anuradhapura Dassanayake jointly unveiled India-assisted railway projects in Anuradhapura, the capital of ancient Sri Lanka. Calling Dassanayake his friend, PM Modi arrived at the venue to launch the signalling system for Maho-Anuradhapura railway line and the railway track of the Maho-Manthai railway line. The trip to the sacred city is a part of Modi's scheduled visit to the island nation, his first since 2019 from April 4 to 6. Anuradhapura was established around the 4th century BCE by King Pandukabhaya, the first king of Sri Lanka. Following its establishment as a city, in the 3rd century BCE, Emperor Ashoka of India sent the emissaries of his son Mahinda and daughter Sangamita to spread Buddhism in Sri Lanka. As Buddhism spread, various stupas, monasteries, and other religious structures were set up in the place. Over the years, the city saw invasions, attacks, and pillages, leading to its abandonment in the 11th century. Anuradhapura remained the capital of Lankan rulers from 377 BC to 1017 CE. The kingdom of Anuradhapura ceased to be the seat of the ruler for a brief period when King Kashyapa I in 473 CE moved his capital to Sigiriya. Anuradhapura became the capital again in 491 CE after Kashyapa's death. Nanan Buddhism came to Sri Lanka from India in the 3rd century BC. King Ashoka, who adopted Buddhism around 250 BC, sent his son, Mahinda, to Sri Lanka, when Devanampiya Tissa was the ruler of Anuradhapura. Tissa, who was reportedly a friend of King Ashoka, converted to Buddhism at Miyantali. Later, King Ashoka sent his daughter Sangamitra with a group of Bhikkhunis nuns to the island. According to Sahapedia. Legend has it that Princess Sangamitra brought a sapling from the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya in today's Bihar. Buddha is believed to have attained enlightenment under the tree in Bodh Gaya. This sapling, planted in Anuradhapura, attracts thousands of devotees even today. Nanan Anuradhapura is home to many famous Buddhist sites in Sri Lanka. Jetavanaramaya Stupa, the originally 122 meters tall structure, was the world's tallest stupa when it was constructed in the 3rd century CE. Built by King Mahasan in 307 AD, it served to enshrine the sacred relics of the Buddha. The stupa is only lightly restored and remains a crucial site of both archaeological and cultural importance. Ruinwelazaya Dagaba, built by King Dudagamunu in 140 BC, the stupa stands 103 meters tall and has a circumference of 290 meters. While it was a ruin in the 19th century, the stupa was restored to its former glory in the early 20th century. Jayasri Mahabodhi Temple, only a few kilometers from the stupa is the Jayasri Mahabodhi Temple. It is a pilgrimage site with the oldest historical tree in the world. It was in the vicinity of the tree associated with the Buddha that the stupa was built. Isurumuniya Temple, it is a sacred site of Buddhist pilgrimage globally famous for its sculptures. Visitors will have to hike as the temple is situated on a rock. It was built by King Devanampiya Tissa, who ruled in Anuradhapura. The place boasts of a serene pond known as the Elephant Pond and exhibits elegant carvings of animals and flowers, among other things. Ranmazuyana, it has Megaloyana Royal Gardens, which was built by King Tissa in the 3rd century BC. It is spread over about 40 acres and is built in the elegant Sri Lankan style of the pre-Christian era. Some believe that a carving in the park known as the Sequala Chakraya is an interface between humans and outer space. Nanan, though Anuradhapura flourished for almost 1,400 years, the kingdom was engaged in a perpetual power struggle with the Pallava, Pandya, and Chola kingdoms in southern India, as per Sahapedia. The capital city was invaded several times by Chola Prince Elalan R 205,161 BCE, who was defeated by Dudagamanu, credited as the first Sinhalese ruler to unify the country. The Cholas were eventually pushed out by King Vijayabahoi, who crowned himself king at Anuradhapura, but retained his capital at Polonnaruwa. Despite efforts to revive the settlement by later kings, Anuradhapura could not recover its past glory, and the capital shifted permanently to Polonnaruwa. The lost city was rediscovered by the Archaeological Survey of India in the 1870s. Later, in 1982, Anuradhapura was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, in recognition of its legacy as one of the great civilizations of Asia. Nan.